Good morning, Sycamores. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of April. And to start today's lesson, we're going to go back over Tuesday's starter to make sure you got those spellings correct. And then today's starter is exactly the same spelling pattern, just with some different words. So I won't need to go through that again with you once we've gone through the answers to yesterday. So if you've got a different colour pen or pencil to tick what you did yesterday, that'd be great. So we've got pony should have been P-O-N. We're getting rid of that Y. I-E-S. Okay. Library, making sure we've spelt it correctly because it has got that sneaky R in there because it's library, not library, library. So make sure we've got that bit right as well. And then we're taking off this Y after the consonant R, and we're doing L-I-B-R-A-R-I-E-S. Oh, nearly ran out of paper. Okay. Then we've got country, and so we would cross off the Y, C-O-U-N-T-R-I-E-S. And then we've got this word, assembly, that we use quite a lot at school, don't we? Assemblies, I'm going to write a bit smaller here, A-S-S-E-M-B-L-I-E-S, and we've got rid of that Y. So follow that spelling pattern to do today's words, and they are, oh, they're on here, aren't they? They are puppy, spy, county, very similar to country, but it's not, county, and dictionary. And then again it says, now write a sentence for the plural form of the noun. So you're getting used to using that I-E-S, not just putting an S on the end. That's not right for this singular noun. Okay, in today's main part of the lesson, once you've done that, you're going to be reading 2 more Aesop's fables. They're very short. Yesterday's was The Fox and the Crow. I particularly like this story. Name the 2 characters in this fable. So it was the fox and the crow. So the 2 characters were the fox and the crow, or the 2 characters are the fox and the crow, should have been your sentence. What is the moral or message in this fable? And it actually tells you at the bottom, beware of flattery. Flattery is when you compliment someone but you go a bit overboard and it's like, oh, you're so wonderful, oh, and it's kind of insincere. It's not like honest compliments. You're doing it to try and get something. Okay, so that's what flattery is. So the moral of this fable is beware of flattery. Number 3, give a synonym for the word plumage. So you could either use a dictionary, or if you read it, you could kind of pick out the clues, and it actually means the feathers. It's the feathers of a bird. So a synonym would be feathers. So the synonym of plumage is feathers. Number 4, think about what you know about crows. Well, I know they're black. They make a horrible cawing noise, like that. They are often around on farms to kind of pick up seeds and things. I know I have some that sit on the aerials on top of the chimneys in my garden. So that's what I know about crows. I know they're related to ravens. But what else does it say? Why did the fox flatter or compliment or say over nice things about the crow? Okay, so the crow's got the food in its beak. The fox says, oh, you've got such a lovely singing voice. We've just said, is not a nice singing voice. So the fox is not telling the truth. He's got a reason why he's saying that those flattering things. And it's so that the crow will think, oh, he thinks my voice is so wonderful, and then start to sing. And of course, as soon as he opens his beak, the food's going to fall out. So, and then the fox will be able to snaffle up the food and the crow will have nothing. So it says, think about what you know about crows. Why did the fox flatter or say over nice things to the crow. The fox was flattering the crow because he wanted to get him to open his beak and drop the food. Therefore, he flattered him about his singing voice so that he would open his beak. We know he wasn't telling the truth because crows have a horrible singing voice. All of that, and it does really take 3 sentences to explain that, because it's you are using your inferring skills. That means you have to pick up the clues and you have to explain. So that's going to be more than a short sentence. Okay, number 5, write a word to describe how the fox behaved. So you could say it was cunning. Cunning tends to be intelligent, but in quite a devious way. You could have used devious. You could have used intelligent, because he did use his brain to get the fox to do what he wanted him to do. So you could have said manipulative. That's another word for what I've just explained, when you get someone to do something that you want them to do. Okay, so there's quite a few words you could have chosen there. And then number 6, can you think of another story where a fox is depicted or behaves like this? Another story where a fox is cunning or devious or very intelligent. Fantastic, Mr. Fox. There's one example, but a fox is often portrayed like that in stories, so you've probably got some other ideas. Okay, and then it says, from reading this fable, pick out 3 features of fables. So, for example, you could have had, they're usually about animals. They have a moral or a message for the reader. You could have had one of the characters usually has a weakness or a flaw. A flaw means something wrong. Okay, something wrong with their character, so they're boastful, or they give in to flattery, or they're what else could you say? They're lazy, or they're too enthusiastic, or things like that. So a lot of the fables always have one of the characters is a bit foolish in some way. They've got a character flaw. Were there any others? It tends to be that sometimes one of the characters actually sets a trick for the other one to catch them out somehow. Okay, so you could have had any of those, just listed 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was yesterday's work. Right, today's work. Let's see how you get on with today's. Now, it's very small. I do apologise for that. But you have to read. So today you're going to read 2 more Aesop's fables. After you've done that, using all of the fables you've read so far. So today we've got The Wind and the Sun and Sour Grapes. You've had The Fox and the Crow, and you've had The Hare and the Tortoise. You use all 4 of them today, and you're going to compare those fables and think about their features. So what's the same, what's different about them? And then down here, you'll need to copy this table into your book. Again, don't make it really narrow. Try to use the full width of your page so that you've got room to write the titles of the stories. And you'll have to write the titles more than once, because they'll fit into different columns. And they'll fit into columns more than once. So it says, copy this table with more space on the 2nd row. So this row here needs to be quite big. And complete it with the appropriate names of the fables from this week. So a lesson is learned in this fable. So if you think one of the characters learned a lesson in the fable, its name needs to go in there. So you can have more than one fable in each column. One of the characters has a weakness or a character flaw, some sort of mistake in them in this fable. So if you think that a particular fable does, it needs to go underneath there. The characters are all animals in this fable. Okay, so you write the name of the fable there. This fable is set in the countryside. Okay, and then a character plays a trick on another character. Okay, so you're sorting them out and starting to think, oh, this is how this fable works. Oh, this person plays a trick on that person. Oh, this one's set in the countryside. So I want you to start comparing them. And then at the bottom it says, which is your favourite fable from the 4 fables this week, and why? So again, that's going to, if it's a why question, it's going to be longer than just a sentence. I need a really good explanation of why it's your favourite. Okay, hope you get on all right with those. If there are any words in these fables that you're not quite sure about, sound them out, read the whole sentence, see if you can work out what the word means. If you're really stuck, if you've got a dictionary, check with the dictionary. If not, try to ask an adult at home. If they don't know, because sometimes adults don't, there are lots of words I don't know the meaning of. Try to go on an online dictionary and you'll be able to work out the meaning of the word. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.